This is a new moon reading for Cancer for the month of September. So first of all, a good shuffle. Please don't forget to like the video. It really helps to get it out there, and then I can do more and more of these types of videos for you. If you can relate to any of it, then please do leave a comment or share. There's also links if you'd like to buy me a coffee or for a personal reading. Okay, that card is sticking out, so I will take that card. Right, let's have a look. So it'd be interesting to see what this first card is. It's a star card. Very positive, okay? It's very much about wishes being fulfilled for you, okay? I do sense this big wish which you have here, and then smaller wishes around, which is shown by the smaller stars here. The only thing, the warning here is that there's a strong sense of the need to be more efficient. Okay, because look, there's water being thrown away here and water being thrown away here. So it could well be in your life. It could be around spending money to be more careful with your time as well, and with your energy, not to give your energy to the wrong person. It's also much deeper as well in the sense of intention setting. So you could well be putting out your good intentions to the universe, and the universe listens to them. But the next moment, there's a lot of fear, worry, doubt, lack of belief. And the universe listens to that as well. And the universe gives you exactly what you want. Okay, so you get a mishmash of what you want, or you don't get what you want at all. Though looking forward, there is a strong sense of your wish is starting to manifest more in the way that you want. So it could well be you've been looking at your intention setting, and don't forget, intention setting is also your thoughts as well throughout the day, because the universe listens to your thoughts as well. So I do sense you are going to be stepping back. You are going to focus more on your thoughts and any negativity. I just feel you're going to make some adjustments here, and then you're going to gain more of what you want. I do sense there's a lot of holding on here. There could be some type of attachment issue. It's like, I keep seeing like a sort of dog with a bone, and it's time just to let go, because there's nothing on that bone. You know, it's just a bone. Okay, you're wanting more meat, you're wanting more flesh. And the feeling here is that once you let go, then you have space for something new, something much better. And this is all focused around this big wish which you have. So quite clearly, you know, there is a strong sense of some type of argument, some type of disagreement recently, okay? Could well be around a separation or around a divorce. It's just very negative energy here attached to the past, okay? It's been keeping you stuck, okay? There's this archway here, but you can't move through it because the card is reversed, okay? It's like there's some type of block here. I'm seeing some dogs here for connections, but the dogs are also barking. And barking dogs represent your own nagging thoughts, nagging words of those around. And it's keeping you stuck, it's keeping you trapped. Because it's like you either react to these thoughts or words, or you try to ignore them, and then when you ignore something, it just comes back stronger. Okay, but there is a strong feeling of you kind of facing up to things. So rather than pushing it to one side, it's like you face up to something, you don't react to it, you face up to it. And then in facing up to it, then there's this breakthrough, okay? It's going to be difficult for a while. There's a lot of things which are taking place. The universe is trying to put things in place for you, and it's kind of sort of working behind the scenes, okay? But you can't kind of sort of get things just given to you on a plate, okay? There are some, it's like you have to pay for things, but you pay with like growing pains. You know, growing is never easy. I mean, growing towards what you want, okay? But there are these growing pains which you will go through. It's a bit like if you've got like a seed, you know, the wind helps the seed to scatter, the rain helps the seed to grow. And even though the wind and the rain are challenging elements, you know, they're needed for this seed to grow into something beautiful. The same with you here. And you're being reminded that roses can grow from manure. So despite what's happened, something good is going to come out of this. Yeah, something's going to reach a conclusion here. You're wanting something to reach a conclusion. There has been a lot of conflict, you know, with somebody, but also within yourself. It's like your heart is pulling you one way, your mind pulling you another way, which is shown actually by the top of the sword. It's a double-edged sword, but as it comes down to a point, it's like your heart and your mind work together. It's like you find this peace of mind, like within yourself. You know, things become more settled within yourself. So when your mind settles, your emotions settle, and then you go towards what you want. And it happens at this point here. And at the point there is this victory wreath, and then it will be victory for you. Yeah, even within yourself, even though things have been unsettled, it is very much about you drawing a line in the sand here around the situation. Things come into a head, things come into a conclusion for you, which helps to move things along. The advice is really, it's just saying, keep at it. You know, there will be these growing pains. I think before, as soon as you sense or you feel these pains, then you just go back. You know, you just can't face up to them. But the feeling here is that the conditions are kind of sort of perfect, okay? And you're going to keep on keeping on. And it won't last forever. It's a bit like you've got like a mountain. You're kind of going up the mountain, which is challenging. And then it's a plateau. It's flat again. So once you get to a point, then things will be settled for you for a while, and then you can go up some more. But it's not always going to be constantly going up in these growing pains. It's just until you get to where you want to get to. And then you can have a rest. Yeah, I do see you being more in touch with your emotions here. I think before it was like you were drowning in your emotions, or you have been drowning in your emotions, which isn't good, because you're kind of sort of being pulled one way and then the other. There was a lot of conflict between your heart and your mind. But the feeling here is that your mind being in control, but being in touch with your feelings. You're just touching the water here with your foot, okay? Which is fine, because then you don't build up any inner resentment, okay? You take on board what your heart has to say, and then your heart and your mind work together, and it reaches that point where you just have victory, okay? Yeah, I mean, the fear is, this is actually the fear card, which is interesting, is it's very unsettled. You know, you're being pulled one way, you're being pulled the other way. You keep trying to move forward, you get pulled back. You just fear that nothing's going to change, but it will. It's a strong sense of you keeping at it, okay? More balance is shown ahead for you. You've got 2 wolves and 2 towers. Yeah, this is just a reminder that the darkest hour is just before the dawn, okay? It's not easy. I must be honest. It's a bit like you got a wheel which has been spinning away from you in a negative direction, but that wheel is starting to slow down. And just before it turns around in a positive direction, it creates a lot of friction. And this is kind of where you're at, or this is kind of where you're heading towards, which is like this kind of sort of growing pains, okay? And then much better things are shown ahead of you. There's a change of luck and fortune. But I don't believe in luck as such. I believe you make your own luck. So all your hard work and all your efforts are going to pay off. So don't forget to like, to share, to comment. There's also links if you'd like to buy me a coffee or for a personal reading. Thank you.